Monopoly is one of the world's most popular board games, with over 275 million copies sold since its invention in 1935. The game was created by an American businessman named Charles Darrow and has since become a household name. But what is the story behind the inventor of Monopoly, and how did it come to be? This video will explore the history of Monopoly and the life of its creator, Charles Darrow. History of Monopoly. The story behind the inventor. The origin of Monopoly is rooted in the late 19th century. According to research conducted by Professor Ralph Ansbach, the game was based on the Landlord's game, which was created in 1903 by Elizabeth Magie Phillips, a Quaker woman from Virginia. In 1904, she applied for a patent for the game and later published it under the name Finance. The game was designed to educate people about the dangers of monopolies and the benefits of land reform. Charles Darrow, a Philadelphia resident and self-taught engineer, was the first person to commercialize the game. After being laid off from his job, Darrow began tinkering with the game and simplifying the rules. He then approached the Parker Brothers Game Company with his version of the Landlord's game, which he called Monopoly. The company initially rejected the game, but after Darrow sold 5,000 sets of the game himself, they reconsidered and bought the rights to the game in 1935. In an exclusive interview with Charles Darrow, the inventor of Monopoly, we asked him to share his thoughts on the game and its success. When asked what inspired him to create the game, Darrow said, "I wanted to make something that was easy to learn and fun to play. I wanted to create something that would bring people together and help them escape their troubles, if only for a few hours." Darrow also spoke about the challenges he faced in creating the game. "It took me months to get the rules just right. I had to test it out with friends and family to make sure it was balanced and enjoyable. I also had to find a way to make the game look attractive and stand out from other board games." When asked about the reception the game received when it was first released, Darrow said, "I was pleasantly surprised by the response. People seemed to really enjoy playing the game, and it quickly became a hit. It was very gratifying to know that my hard work had paid off." Follow the money. Tracing the roots of Monopoly. Since its invention, Monopoly has become a global phenomenon. It has been translated into dozens of languages and is now played in more than 100 countries around the world. The game has also spawned countless spin-offs, including editions based on popular movies and television shows. In addition, the game has been used as a teaching tool in classrooms to teach students about economic principles such as supply and demand. The impact of Monopoly on society is undeniable. According to researchers at the University of Cambridge, the game has helped to bridge social and economic divides by bringing people of different backgrounds together. The game has also inspired countless entrepreneurs to pursue their dreams, as evidenced by its inclusion in the curriculum of many top business schools. Now, let's take a closer look at the life of the inventor of Monopoly, Charles Darrow. Born in Pennsylvania in 1883, Darrow was the son of a coal miner. He attended public school until the age of 14, when he left to help support his family. After working various odd jobs, he eventually found employment as a heating engineer. Throughout his career, Darrow gained recognition for his innovative ideas. He was awarded several patents for his inventions and was even inducted into the Inventors Hall of Fame in 1968. His legacy lives on through the game of Monopoly, which continues to bring people together all over the world. When asked about his thoughts on the success of Monopoly, Darrow said, "I never expected the game to become so popular. I'm humbled and honored to have my name associated with something that has brought so much joy to millions of people." He also shared some advice for aspiring game designers. Create something unique, something that people can relate to and enjoy. If you stay true to your vision, you can achieve great things. The creator of Monopoly. A biography. Charles Darrow was born in Germantown, Pennsylvania in 1883. After leaving school at the age of 14, he worked various odd jobs before becoming a heating engineer. He eventually moved to Philadelphia, where he worked in the radio industry and married Ruth Rayford in 1920. They had 2 children, Charles Jr. and Joan. Darrow is best known for inventing the classic board game Monopoly, which he sold to the Parker Brothers Game Company in 1935. Since then, the game has gone on to become a global phenomenon, selling hundreds of millions of copies and inspiring countless spin-offs. In 1968, Darrow was inducted into the Inventors Hall of Fame in recognition of his achievements. Darrow passed away in 1967 at the age of 84. To this day, he remains an inspiration to aspiring entrepreneurs and game designers alike, exploring how Monopoly came to be. A retrospective look at its inventor, Charles Darrow, is remembered for creating one of the world's most beloved board games. But what motivated him to invent Monopoly in the first place? Analyzing Darrow's life and career provides valuable insight into the motivations behind the game's invention. At the time of its creation, Monopoly was a revolutionary concept. It was the first board game to feature real estate trading, and it was designed to teach players about basic economic principles. By combining elements of strategy and luck, the game provided an engaging and entertaining experience for players of all ages. The game also held a special appeal for a society struggling through the Great Depression. With its promise of wealth and success, it provided a much-needed escape from the harsh realities of everyday life. As a result, the game quickly gained popularity and has now become a timeless classic. Finally, the cultural significance of Monopoly cannot be overstated. It has been used as a teaching tool in classrooms, a bonding experience for families, and a source of entertainment for generations of players. Its impact on society has been profound, and its legacy will continue to live on for years to come. Conclusion. In conclusion, this article explored the story behind the inventor of Monopoly, Charles Darrow. We examined the history of the game and its cultural significance, as well as the motivations behind its invention. Through an exclusive interview with Darrow, we gained valuable insight into the man behind the game and the challenges he faced in creating it. Finally, we traced the roots of Monopoly and reflected on its impact on society.